What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chris and Matt on Movies. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be talking about the newest episode of The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 2, The Wall. Now, Chris isn't going to be here to help me recap this episode. He'll be back next week. He's going through some weird birthday thing. I guess he's turned 21. I guess he thinks that's pretty big. I don't think it's that big. But Season 7 basically is about Carol, and it's her story and how she is saved and brought to this village or town, whatever you want to call it, to heal up and get healthy again and potentially live there and kind of contribute to this place. And this place is, of course, held and is ruled by Ezekiel the King, a fan favorite from the comics, and he also has his pet tiger, Shiva. Now, what did I think about this episode? I actually liked it a lot. It did feel like some of the episodes I don't like in The Walking Dead. I didn't watch season 6 because season 5 I didn't really care about much because there were some episodes that I didn't like. But this one seems like it's handled better than those, even though it kind of has that feel, I guess. And, I like Carol a lot more. I didn't like her at one point in the show at all. And I think they did a good job introducing Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel is a really cool character that is going to be a great addition to the show whenever we don't see Rick and Daryl and the rest of the gang, or Negan, which Negan obviously is the highlight, but right behind him is Ezekiel and his tiger, Shiva. And I think the effects on Shiva are actually really good. You don't really see effects as good as they are like that on TV shows. You don't. Like, you get The Flash. That doesn't look as good all the time. There's some that look good, but others look fake and unfinished. And, I understand it's a TV show. It's not a movie. You're not focused on the visuals as much unless they're just blatantly terrible. But the tiger looked real. Maybe could have touched up a tad more, but it looked real. I think they did a really good job with that. And, I was interested throughout, and I think that's a good thing for the Walking Dead writers. I think they are improving. Like I said, I never seen season 6, so maybe they did improve. Maybe they did improve during that time. But I'm liking this season more than I have with season 5 or season 4, even though they've had some really big highlights on the show. So, that's basically it. And there's nothing really big that happens in this season at all. I don't want to give spoilers just in case somebody hasn't seen it and they want to kind of see a recap. Like, is this a good episode? Should you watch it? And my answer is yes, you should watch this episode. I do think this is going to pay off for the season. I guess that's the best I can say it. The one thing I kind of have the suspicion of, because, past seasons, I don't know about the comics. I've never read the comics, so I could be totally false and you guys could be laughing at me. You can correct me down below if you want in the comments. But I do believe Ezekiel will turn bad somehow. I think Rick and the gang will somehow get to where he's at, and there's going to be some crazy things happening, kind of like in season 3 and maybe season 4, the beginning of season 4, like the first half, with the governor. And how he started out kind of as a nice guy, but then we ended up really hating the guy. I have a feeling that might happen with Ezekiel. I hope it doesn't. I would like to see Ezekiel stay good for the entire run. I'm not going to look at the comics. I'll find out either by the show or by your comments, because people are going to put that in. But the big difference between the governor and Ezekiel is Shiva. So if there's a fight, if there's a war that happens, which I believe there's probably going to be a big fight, a big war, something involving them. I just have that strange feeling. Shiva's going to wreck shit up. She's going to fuck people up. And, I want to see Shiva kill people in the show. Bad people, or good. I just want to see people get killed by Shiva, if anybody's going to get killed. I want to see how they do that, because a tiger could be, like, insane on your side, so that would be really cool. But, yeah, I really dug the episode. I think they handled it very well, and I think they really are off to a good start compared to past seasons with some of these filler episodes, I guess you can call them. So, out of 5, I would probably give this episode a 4. There's some things that could have made it more interesting, like the first episode was an easy 5 out of 5 because it was so like intense and it kept you on the edge of your seat the entire time and it kept your attention. This one, I looked at my phone a couple times. I was looking up scores for the Cubs game, so that's kind of why I'm going to give it a 4. The acting is good. There's a couple of things that aren't quite as good, and there's some things I didn't really get why they happened in this episode. In the middle, involving pigs with a couple people. So if you got that, you might have got it with this episode if you watched it. If you haven't, then you might get it when you watch it finally. So I'm going to say watch this episode. I think you guys are going to have a good time. Thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a big old like. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And share it if you want to share it because, you know, sharing is caring. And if you want, subscribe. It's free, you know. Just click and you're subscribed. It's not even that hard. You know, it's just like, bloop, and there you go. You're subscribed. So, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Matt. Expect some gameplay. And Chris did say on his Twitter that we will not have a live show or a show at all on Monday, which is tomorrow. But we will have a top 5 best Halloween stuff. And I will be online playing video games later today. Either Uncharted or I'll play GTA 5. If I can get a friend to go on, I will play GTA. If I can't get a friend on, I will live stream Uncharted. So thank you guys very much. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.